Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to be unboxing the October ALC and the November Yarnable. I double check and make sure my mic was on because I don't want to film another video with my mic off. Whew. Yeah. So, before we get started with the unboxing, I would just like to remind you guys that I 100% pay for these boxes on my own. These are my personal subscription boxes for me. I have reviewed both of these subscription boxes in the past. I will leave links down below to the subscription box review series or here in an iCard. I guess it'll be there in the iCard. The camera flip thing confuses me still. Anyway, I will have a link somewhere so you can get to the subscription box review series and check out where I reviewed these and many other different subscription boxes. Unfortunately, some of them are no longer with us, but that is how things go. So, yeah, at the end of this, I will go to my bin of ALC and my bin of Yarnable yarns, and I will pull out pairings and matchings with these. As I've said before, if you want to make larger projects with these single skein subscription boxes, especially when you're working with a specific dyer, it is very easy to just over the course of a year or two, slowly build up different combinations and pairings. I've done 1 skein projects, 2 skein projects, 5 skein projects using my ALCs and my Yarnables. Now, these 2 subscription boxes, if you've been with me for a while, y'all already know this, but these 2 subscription boxes are very compatible with each other. A lot of times, Nikki from ALC and Cheryl from Yarnable dye very similar kinds of things over the course of a year. However, whereas Nikki is my soul sister of color, we just have the exact same taste, exact same style. We're about the same age, so we kind of got that same history with some of these colors. Cheryl surprises me every month. It's not necessarily always a colorway that I would say is my preferred colorway, but I have never been disappointed with a Cheryl colorway. So while, Nikki very much is my aqua purple pink kind of best friend over here, Cheryl always gives me something interesting, new, something, there's just a little to a lot of the things that she dyes. There's a lot of depth to the things that she dyes. And even in her more neutral tonal colorways, there's always just something very, you want to sink into the color and really experience it. So they're very different, but occasionally dye very similar type things or compatible things. Anyway, all that out of the way, because I really want to share with you guys what I got. I want to start planning projects. Oh, I got a hair under my glasses again. I can feel it stuck to the corner of my eye. I took a break from filming to go downstairs and tie my hair back because I thought it was just where my hair is falling down, but I can't find where this hair is, and it's crazy. So, ALC first. I went ahead and got everything out of the bag so we're not crinkling here. So first off, she sent me a set of hair ties, which once again, just, goes with that Carrie color palette. We have some hand lotion, which I am a massive I use so much chapstick and hand cream. I actually just went to Costco because they had a goat milk hand cream on sale in little small tubes. I have some beside the sofa, beside the bed, on my desk, in my purse, in my makeup bag. I go through a lot of hand cream. I have very dry, itchy hands. We have some stitch markers, which I'm always a huge fan of using. We have the Cozy Sock Soothing Foot Mask, and these are scented with peppermint. So I know those are going to be a delight. And I do have a set of baby feet downstairs, so I could baby feet my feet, and then the next week treat myself with one of these when I do a little facial mask or something. Just saying. And this is Funky Chunky Peanut Butter Cup Popcorn. So I can guarantee you Troy is going to eat this up. We just had the Boy Scouts doing their big popcorn sale, and we got a bunch of the caramel corn. So I have a feeling like this will not last very long downstairs when I set it in the candy dish in the kitchen. So this month, Nikki reached out to me and reminded me that she had her solids for the season. And I'm really glad she did because this goes with another color combination I shared, I believe last month, with the Feeling Glammy and something else. And it goes with the flannel color from last December. But she sent me 2 of these. This was the color that I really wanted. This is Let's Get Cozy. And this pairs perfectly with so many of Nikki's colorways. But there was one in particular where I was looking, I needed something a little bit more solid and tonal to go with the pairing. And this would go absolutely perfect with it. But this month's colorway for the subscription box is Gemstone Jammies. Now I get mine on the sock weight base. And once again, you know, it does go here too. I get mine on the sock base. Whew. I've paired these, like I said, I've done 1 skein projects, 2 skein projects, 5 skein projects, just blending up different things from these 2 subscription boxes. But this is right in that Carrie color palette. Like I said, I mean, Nikki is like, if you take my color choices and just put me on another person, there's Nikki. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Once again, it's another month. Perfection. So we have the Yarnable up next. So we have our little extras in here. I say it every month, but these are some of my favorite little bags to get things in because I use these to sort things for paper crafting all the time. They're also wonderful Notions bags, but they have excellent zippers and you can see what's in them, which is always kind of nice. So every month we get some sort of a discount code. I have not scratched mine off yet. We have a in-theme Notions pouch here. We have one of my new favorite pins that we have gotten, enamel pins. And this thing smells amazing. So this is, it says aromatherapy, sweet pumpkin, cardamom with hints of rum, clove, and nutmeg. Place the cube on the shower floor and it will dissolve to release a soothing scent into the room. So this is a shower steamer in sweater weather. And I don't know quite how to describe the scent. It's got a very pastry smell to it, almost like a sweet potato pie kind of scent instead of like a pumpkin pie. And I think that's where like the cardamom and the rum are coming through over the pumpkin scent. But I do actually use shower steamers. I use a lot of the eucalyptus ones, like when I have colds or any like upper respiratory kind of thing going on. We are in the middle of like, so we had a cold spell, which triggered like all the plants to release pollen for the fall. And now we're back to like between 80 and 90 degree highs and everything is covered in white fall pollen. It's kind of gross, but my allergies have been driving me crazy. So I have like the Vicks Vapor Rub that comes in the little tube, the one you sniff, kind of like the Salon Paws for your headaches and stuff. It is good for headaches, but I'm having to use that quite a bit just to kind of relieve some of this going on. Drives me insane. So for Yarnable, the theme for this month is Let's Get Basted. So of course that is the name of our yarn here. And like I said, Cheryl almost never dye. Well, I don't want to say it. 50% of the time she dyes something that's like a very Carrie color path. But that other 50% of the time, it's like things I wouldn't even think I would want. And this goes in that category. And I am so glad this is in my stash now. I didn't know I needed this yarn, but I 100% needed this yarn. This is what I mean with like, it may not be my pink, purple, aqua color palette, but it is so yummy. It is just absolutely divine. Gray is one of my preferred neutrals, but the play with this like mazy golden color with the soft mauve, and then you have those like blue flecks in there peeking through. It's somehow warm, crispy leaf feeling at the same time. It also is a very cool tone. I don't know how to just like, once again, not something like if you said, hey, I'm thinking about dyeing these colors together, I would be like, I mean, it'll look fine. And now that I have it in my hands, I'm like, oh, yes. I love it. I absolutely love it. I am not 100% sure I have a solo perfect match for this, unless you went with like a solid with the mauve or it's kind of, the gray tone is very, almost dusky denim-y kind of gray tone. So maybe if you pulled like a solid from here, or a solid from here, or even that mazy gold color is a solid to pair with it. But anyway, that is what we've got for this month. So I am going to slip over to my baskets, see what I can pull to go with these, and I will be right back. Okie dokie artichoke. So once again, this is literally a like sweep the thing real quick and bring colors back over. Let's start off with what I've got for Yarnable, because I'm pretty excited about these. So make sure we get the right color here for Let's Get Started color. So first off, let's get basted. This is where we are. I found more to coordinate with this from my previous Yarnables. Actually, this month, all the Yarnables are just with the Yarnable. All the ALCs are just with the ALCs. I think that happened like twice now in a row. But this is where we're starting from. The first thing that I thought of, as I knock things off my desk again, was Life is Gouda. Now this combination needs something to go with it. I like this combination together. We have like some of the same tones kind of running through here, if not the exact same color. So my first thing that I pulled, because especially with the speckles running through Let's Get Basted, is Life is Short, Eat the Donut from April of this year. This is April 2024. So once again, you could do like a striping pattern where you go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, and interspersing this in between the two to break up the colorways. You could also kind of play with a fade going from here to here, especially if you had like one other color that either had like the gold or the mazy color in it, and kind of round out to this month's Let's Get Basted. Actually, if you bring in How Time Flies from January of 2024, that's not quite right either. That is a foursome. Anyway, that was the next color that I brought that works with this. Once again, it's missing a color. It needs something that finishes tying these together. And maybe like, see, this one doesn't have any green. I do have a foresty green color that would work with this one, but it doesn't quite pull from this one. So we need something to kind of jump these two together that goes in between. But that would be a starting point, especially if you took like these together and went into a yarn store and were like, I'm looking for something to help me bring these two closer together. But the other one that I really like with this is Sinful Delight from December of 2023. And I think this would be fine 100% on its own, doing its own kind of thing. But with this Sinful Delight color, you know, that also would work with Life is Gouda. In the same way. And then you could also do an alternating stripe pattern or texture pattern. These would be really pretty together in like a Tunisian where you do row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. And do a texture pattern that kind of blended these all together. So that's what I have to go with this month's Yarnable. Not quite as like interesting when it comes to the ALC as far as the pairings go, but these are like perfect pairings in my opinion. So once again, we're going to come back to Give Me Color from the beginning of this year, which brings a little bit more of that pink in through here. And then you could very easily bring in, say, This Is Love. And this one is from 2 years ago, I believe. Another one that would go really well, even with this as a foursome, is Canadian Sunset. And those 4 together are genuinely spectacular. Canadian Sunset is from September of 2023. And you can even maybe like do this, where the pink is kind of broken up there a little bit. But once again, so we have the Gemstone Jammies, Give Me Color, and then you can bring in, say, Let's Get Cozy. And you just bring that teal all the way through. And you, especially since now I have 2 of the beautiful teal color, you can bring that all the way through and make a set out of that. And once again, that would pair really nicely with the Canadian Sunset. So if you have, you know, any combination of these, really, they're beautiful. I mean, these go perfectly together. These go perfectly together. These go perfectly together for a much larger project. I do really like the Canadian Sunset, This Is Love, and Gemstone. That just, for some reason, that combination where you're literally going from the pink to the pink and the blue to the blue and the purple. I love color. I love all colors. I get so thrilled by color and texture. And, you know, once again, we're not even, like, Nikki is a speckle junkie just like I am. And none of these are her speckle bases. But then you come over here and look at the Yarnable combinations. And I mean, it's a totally different palette. It's a totally different feel, but it's just so inviting and cozy and snuggly. And you just want to squish down into it and wallow around and be content like a little pig in mud. It's so wonderful. And actually, now that I've held all of these up together, I'm kind of digging these all 5 together. I don't know. When I pick these, I just kind of go with kind of what has a similar vibe and feel. I am not a color theory person. I understand in theory how to use a color wheel. I just kind of roll with it. Whatever I feel like looks good that day. Well, not quite right. I was going to say, actually, this almost looks right with the, well, no, they go together. It's just not quite as a dynamic impact, I think. But I do really, I think because this is so rosy in the deep copper with that mauve tone, it's just really, really doing something for me. But, you know, once again, these are 100% different color palettes, but I am equally in love. I am so excited. I think these will be set aside once again for, these need to be a thing. Like that just needs to be a thing. I did find another shawl pattern that takes 5 skeins of fingering weight yarn. So Probably will be a project for next year, but I'm kind of excited about it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of this month's colors. Are you pairing these with anything? What are you thinking? Are you making socks? Are you making a shawl? What are you? I know like one of you guys is doing the summer freshman shawl with a bunch of ALC yarn. So let me know down below. What do you think? What are you feeling from the, very seasonal theme from Cheryl, just the beautiful Nikki colorway from Nikki? How are y'all feeling about these? What do they scream to you? What do you think these should be put together in? Do you have a pattern recommendation? Because those are always nice. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. As always, I look forward to seeing you real soon. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, you guys.